Hi everyone, I'm using Mystical Moments Tarot card deck. For our message today, I'll choose 3 cards and I'll also read the base of the pack. I'll choose 3 from the Destiny pack as well for some extra guidance. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. So there we have 1, 2, and 3. So the 5 of Swords, and you can see in here she is moving away, 2 people back to back, not seeing eye to eye, not communicating. So things are happening in relationships that are causing conflict, that are causing separation. Then we have the 2 of Cups. So whether this is moving into a new relationship or whether this is a new relationship igniting its passion, something definitely is changing in relationships here. So as we look at everyone in our lives as our teachers, whatever they're bringing up within us, for us to really go within and examine the emotion, the energy that is being invoked within us with relationships. Because whatever is going on there, there is a separation, not seeing eye to eye. She has that rose covering her left eye. So she is seeing things in the past. She has gone into past life memory. She is being triggered. She is wearing red. So red is passion. It's also fear. It's also our root chakra. So she isn't being made to feel attractive or desirable, and because she has these old feelings coming up, she's turning her back on her relationship. The relationship has moved into a shadow. So the relationships around us sometimes can bring up our shadow side for us to really look at. It's nothing to do with the person or people around us. It is to do with how we are perceiving things. So she is there, 2 people there back to back. This is the 5 of Swords, conflict, extreme conflict. But then we move to the 2 of Cups. So when we look past the conflict, because that card is the 5 of Swords, which is the mental thoughts. When we move past all those old beliefs and that old dialogue into our hearts, we come together. Love comes, and we have 2 females here holding each other with intertwined flowers blooming. So this is coming together first and foremost with ourselves, finding that self-love. And as we find the self-love and we start to really focus on our own self-care, this falls away and we see past that into this pureness of love. this is the beginning of a relationship. So whether it is an old relationship that's fell away and a new relationship coming in, or whether it is a old relationship blooming, starting to see the love that is truly there. So it's having a rekindling. But first and foremost, it's the centre card. This is about ourselves, loving ourselves so that we can draw love into our lives. And then we have the King of Cups, which is a female. So she is there and she stood above water. She is a rock coming out of the ocean. She's holding there a ship that is secure in her embrace, in her hands. So she is really focusing on calming emotions, of letting things pass through that need to pass through, not having to hold on to any old emotions. That water there is a little bit choppy, so this card asks us to really just be aware of our emotions at this time. We're going through a lot of change. We're moving from the 2nd of February 2022 to the 22nd of February 2022. So lots of energy. We're moving through this time, and it is to let things pass by, not grasp hold of anything that really creates emotional imbalance within us, to let it pass by. We don't have to get involved in every conflict, every argument. We don't have to prove ourselves right. We don't have to explain ourselves in any way, shape or form. We are busy coming home to ourselves during this time and allowing these emotions, this emotional memories that are held there at a cellular level, to just pass by now. They're all wounds coming up for healing. So she has that archway within her body of a rock. So she's letting things just pass by, not actually just holding space and allowing things to move through that rock, not blocking anything. She's holding on nice and steadily to that ship. So she's holding on to the calmness. She is actually directing that ship in the direction that she wishes to travel through these emotions. So making time to look at relationships that are around us that really are bringing up emotions, coming into the truth of who we are. This is a very spiritual time also, of our spiritual gifts starting to blossom as we come into alignment with our higher self, which resides within, deep, deep, deep within. We then stand firm and strong in who we truly are. And the base of the pack is the 7 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card. She sat in that tree of fruit and flowers, all blooming. There are some fell to the ground, and where they have fallen to the ground, there are flowers growing. She is there, old of the apple. showing all the seeds within. So there's new growth, constant new growth coming in now. Stay focused, and as we calm ourselves and we come into the true essence, that divine source energy that we all are, that's where we find the ultimate love, the purest love. And from that, everything calms. We let things pass by. We don't grasp hold of anything and try and fix anything. We go within, and then we start to bloom. And this is the tree of life. The roots go right down into the earth, the branches reaching up into the heavens, bringing all that divine wisdom and the ancient wisdom, and creating a beautiful, fruitful life there. So this is moving now from any conflicts. So I'm setting the intention for a reading, asking the Spirit of the Destiny to please step forward, bring through any messages for highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. There we have one. So that goes under the Five of Swords. Two, which goes under the Two of Cups. Three, which goes under the King of Cups. And four, which goes under the Tree of Life. So the card of the gods. Wherever there's conflict going on in your life, there is wisdom there. And you're being guided by your soul, by your spirit guides, to visit that conflict, to gain wisdom from it, to see different perceptions, to know that if you're feeling judged by anyone, we are judging ourselves. If we are feeling we're being criticised, it's because we are criticising ourselves. And once we stop all that, that conflict falls away. And this is the card of the gods. So any relationships or any kind of situations in your life that are causing this conflict, know that there's deep learning there to see things from a pure perception. There, it's not always our fault, it's not always other people's faults. It's perceptions, to step back and see everything from the bigger picture. Ask for guidance there. And then underneath the Two of Cups, we have wisdom. So this is beautiful wisdom, sacred wisdom coming in now as we go deeper and deeper within, go past all that conflict. It's a complete waste of life force energy. As we go deeper and deeper, we find that our spiritual gifts there, that's where they reside, not out there around us, deep, deep down inside us. So this is a beautiful spiritual connection, a connection of love coming in, a connection of our self and our higher self, bringing those spiritual gifts. So beautiful relationships with ourselves first and foremost, and then that brings in this spiritual relationship. And then underneath the King of Cups, which is the Queen. So this is really thinking outside the box, looking at the bigger picture. The King in this suit is the Queen, and she is standing there firm and strong. So this is our divine feminine opening up opening up our intuition as well. So this is the divine feminine. When we connect with our divine feminine, that's where our intuition is. So being guided by our intuition and allowing it to guide us, and this brings security. We won't find security in conflicts. We will find it within and listening to our own intuition, our own guidance, that will never guide us wrong. It will never, wherever we've been in the past, that is where we are meant to do our learning, and then from that we grow in wisdom. This is a time of anchoring now, all that spiritual wisdom, all that divine intelligence that is flowing through at this time, anchoring it deep down into the earth, anchoring ourselves into our higher self, which resides within our spiritual and physical, emotional and mental bodies now emerging together, and we are being guided by our soul, by our spirit. So we have 1, 6, 8, 14, 15, 6, 6. This is karma, and this is what we're going through at this time. Things are coming up, and it is how we are reacting or responding. And when we step back and we really come within, and always ask, would I like someone to speak to me that way, or would I like someone to judge me that way? And really go in, and how we would love others to treat us, then that's how we treat others, because ultimately we're all one anyway. So 6s are the angels coming through, saying that our material needs will always be met, so don't worry, because worry takes us into a place of loss, and that just breaks away that connection to that divine abundance, to that prosperity coming in. So anchoring this light in, staying true to who we are, treating others the way that we would love to be treated. If we're going to say something to someone that we would upset us, then to really look at that and change that dialogue into healing words, because this is what's happening as we move up in frequency. Our dialogue has to change it as we speak in this language of light and language of healing and language of love and expansion. Those lower vibrational words that upset people really do cause an entanglement that is a karmic thing that has to come back to us. So this is from this time of the 2nd to the 22nd of February, we're walking this path, and we're paving with every footstep. We're anchoring this light in, anchoring it in with love, and we're paving our way to the higher dimensions, to that beautiful new reality that we're all manifesting from a place within our hearts, but not just for ourselves, for everyone to really awaken to the authenticity and awaken to their spiritual gifts, that we're all so unique. We all have a different gift, but as we all come together, it creates a masterpiece, a beautiful tapestry of a new reality. So I'm sending so much love, and have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.